We find ourselves caught in a world that often drifts between what was and what could be. Every day, our minds wander to worries, regrets, and anxieties, our past mistakes and our uncertain future, tied down by emotions that disrupt our sense of clarity. But imagine for a moment, what if we could learn to focus entirely on this present moment, to find our footing, unshaken by life's tumultuous tides? This is what the ancient philosophy of Stoicism offers us. Its timeless teachings guide us to live fully in the now, untouched by forces beyond our control, instilling a powerful sense of inner peace and fortitude. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, once wrote, "Confine yourself to the present." His words hold a profound call to action, an invitation to master the art of living. To live fully means to command our thoughts and emotions, to free ourselves from the weight of the past and the grip of future fears. Stoicism is the key, guiding us toward a life of resilience, self-control, and courage, rooted in the belief that every moment offers a chance to become stronger and wiser. The power of now, why we must choose the present. One of the most remarkable aspects of Stoic thought is its relentless focus on the present moment. The Stoics viewed time as the most precious resource we possess, a river that flows continuously, carrying with it every experience, every thought, and every opportunity to grow. But how often do we squander it? Epictetus, a former slave who rose to be one of the greatest Stoic teachers, wisely advised, "Don't let the force of an impression when it first hits you knock you off your feet, just say to it, 'Hold on a moment, let me see who you are and what you represent.'" This, here, is the Stoic's discipline, the ability to pause, assess, and then decide. The present moment is not a mere checkpoint, it is the very foundation upon which our entire lives are built. When we truly embrace it, we align ourselves with our most powerful resource, the now. Every moment we experience is a choice. Will we allow ourselves to be consumed by what we cannot change or control, or will we choose to act with wisdom and courage, rooted in this instant? The Stoics teach us that true freedom comes when we release ourselves from the chains of time, the haunting specter of our past and the anxious unknown of our future, and anchor ourselves firmly in the present. The cage of destructive emotions. Stoicism does not ask us to deny our emotions, rather, it compels us to face them directly and overcome those that lead us astray. In this light, destructive emotions are seen as obstacles to clarity, preventable barriers that disrupt our journey toward a life of purpose and tranquility. Seneca, another great Stoic philosopher, reminds us, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." These words carry a warning: if we allow destructive emotions, fear, anger, jealousy, to dominate us, they will distort our perception of reality and hinder our ability to respond wisely to life's challenges. To master the present moment is to rise above these emotions. We must cultivate the fortitude to stand strong amid life's storms, unperturbed by anger, sorrow, or fear. This does not mean suppressing our emotions, it means understanding them, seeing their root causes, and choosing not to let them control us. By doing so, we gain a mastery over ourselves that no external force can shake. This is the path of the Stoic, to transform emotions into fuel for resilience and self-control. The practice of amor fati, embracing what comes. Central to Stoic thought is the concept of amor fati, the love of fate. This is not mere acceptance, it is an active embrace of all that life offers, both the good and the bad, with an open heart. Nietzsche would later revive this idea, seeing it as the foundation of a truly fulfilling life. In Stoicism, amor fati is a practice of welcoming every event with gratitude, recognizing that each experience, no matter how challenging, has something to teach us. Marcus Aurelius advised, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." To love our fate is to see obstacles not as barriers, but as paths to growth. When we adopt this mindset, every hardship, every setback, becomes an opportunity to strengthen our character and deepen our understanding. This is how we live fully in the present, by embracing each experience as it comes, without resistance, trusting that it is part of a greater design meant to shape us into stronger, wiser individuals. Self-control is the key to freedom. In the Stoic view, true freedom lies not in external circumstances but in the mastery of our inner selves. The world around us is unpredictable, often chaotic, and constantly changing. But the Stoic sage finds peace in knowing that his inner world, the realm of thoughts, emotions, and choices, is his to govern. Epictetus counseled, "You may fetter my leg, but my will, not even Zeus himself can overpower." These words speak to the unbreakable spirit of the Stoic. Self-control, then, is not a mere restraint but an active choice, a declaration of independence from the influence of external events. Living fully in the present demands that we cultivate this inner discipline. We must learn to direct our energy not toward lamenting what we cannot control but toward shaping our responses to life's tests. This does not mean we ignore reality, rather, we approach it with clarity and resolve, recognizing that our power lies in our response. When we master ourselves, we become impervious to life's caprices, liberated from the sway of transient emotions. We stand, unyielding, in the face of adversity, embodying a strength that comes not from resistance but from acceptance. The Stoic approach to mortality, living each day as if it were our last. To fully understand the urgency of the present, we must confront the reality of our mortality. The Stoics remind us that life is fleeting, that each day could very well be our last. This is not a call to fear death but a call to live with intention. Seneca implores us, begin at once to live, and count each separate day as a separate life. This awareness of life's impermanence inspires a fierce commitment to the present moment, a refusal to waste our time on trivialities. By facing death head-on, the Stoic learns to value life in all its forms, no matter how mundane or challenging. This perspective is not morbid but liberating. It strips away distractions, urges us to focus on what truly matters, and fills each moment with a profound sense of purpose. When we remember that time is finite, we are inspired to live fully, to dedicate ourselves to actions and thoughts that contribute to our growth and the betterment of others. The Stoic community, drawing strength from each other. While Stoicism emphasizes self-discipline and individual responsibility, it also recognizes the power of community. The Stoics understood that we are all interconnected, part of a larger human family, and that our well-being is tied to the well-being of others. Marcus Aurelius stated, "What injures the hive injures the bee." These words remind us that our actions do not exist in isolation, they affect the world around us and contribute to a collective experience. Living fully in the present includes being mindful of how we engage with others. We find strength and wisdom in those around us, drawing lessons from shared experiences and supporting one another on this journey. The Stoic community is a source of resilience, a reminder that we do not walk this path alone. Conclusion: the call to master the present. As we draw these lessons together, we see that the Stoic way is not a rejection of life's difficulties but an embrace of them. To live fully in the present is to accept each moment as it comes, with all its trials and uncertainties, and to face it with courage, self-control, and a steadfast commitment to growth. It is to recognize that while we cannot control the world around us, we can control our response, and in doing so, we transform every moment into an opportunity for strength and wisdom. The Stoic's path is not an easy one. It requires us to confront our deepest fears, to overcome destructive emotions, and to let go of the illusions of security that the past and future offer. But it is a path that promises true freedom, a life lived with intention, and a heart unburdened by regrets and anxieties. This is the gift of Stoicism, a way to live fully, courageously, in this fleeting moment we call the present. Together, let us step forward, embracing life in all its forms, unshaken by its uncertainties, and steadfast in our commitment to grow. The journey begins now.